Hello there. Happy Memorial Day weekend to everyone. And also welcome to episode 37 of Live Fishing. Let's go see if the fish are biting. Let's go see if we can even access the lake. These are blocking the roads. This is like the entrance to the lake. The lake is way down there. Um, I mean, like literally they're gonna have to get a police officer to tell me to leave, but let's go see what's going on here. As always, if you could drop a like, comment, share, subscribe, helps me out a lot. Is there fish in here? Also, check out all my links if you can follow what you can. Also, we do have members on the channel, and also maybe considering leaving a super chat or a gift. Anyways, we're just gonna throw this cricket around and then maybe the other cricket, depending on what's gonna bite. Just gonna have a chill little fishing day today. I'm going to the movies later, so main thing right now, let's go see what's going on down here, why they have this road blocked off. Because as I showed up, there was a van parked there and they had a fishing pole getting in their car and leaving. I see a car parked down here. I'm gonna be kinda pissed if, like, I coulda just drove down this road. Oh, well. We did get a bunch of rain, so a lot of spots are gonna be probably flooded out. So, like I said, we're just gonna throw both cricket lures around, see what we can get. Make like a l pass by all the spots once or twice. Oh, are they setting it up for the summer camp? Well, guess what? I don't give a fuck. You're literally gonna have to call the police out here for me to not fish. Even then, I'm gonna ask for the fucking chief police officer to come out here and tell me that. I'm not gonna ask for the little bitch boys to come out here. You know what? Just to even avoid that, we're just gonna hit the trail right here. I really don't. I don't like it. I don't care. I don't care if you paid the city. I don't care. It's a public lake. I'm gonna come fish it. Like I said, you're literally gonna have to get the chief police officer out here and he's gonna have to see me in person and tell me physically in person not to fish this lake. Otherwise, I'm going to fish it. Hello there. Welcome in, everyone. How is everyone doing? Let's see how if we can get a regular fishing session in, or if we'll get kicked out of or at least they'll try to kick us out. I don't know. We'll have to see. Had to park all the way at the entrance to the lake and walk down the road. We're on a different part of the trail right now. I wanted to start at the parking lot today and fish it, but there's a bunch of stuff down there. And like I said, I'd rather hit the trail, do a little bit of walking, and then actually have a chance to fish than just straight up walk down to the parking lot and then be like, "Wait, wait, wait." Thank you, Poppy Playtime. I've been trying to start my streams, like, close to the water, but I was gonna wait. I was like, "You know what? Let's just see if we get kicked out or not." So that way if I start stream, then it's not like a 10-minute stream, but then I was like, "You know what? We're gonna start it down here and walk in, because then if I do get kicked out, at least we're recording it, and then I can use it as content." Thank you, Carson, thank you. Oh, yeah, The Mandalorian was good. I don't know what everyone's talking about. If you think The Mandalorian's boring, then there's just something wrong with you. I will say there was a couple there was a few things here and there, even without having watched the show. There's a couple parts that I was like, "Oh, they could have done that a little bit better," or whatever, but overall, it was a fun watch. Action scenes were great, comedy was good, the puppeteer work with Grogu was amazing. People just and then I guess it was just one single episode of the season 3 in Mandalorian, like, people need to get over themselves. Like, it was a good movie. It was probably one of the better action sci-fi movies of the year so far. It actually is probably one of my favorite Star Wars projects other than Solo of all the new stuff. The biggest fish I caught was Atlantic sharp-nosed shark. Okay, we're on the main trail now, so happy Memorial Day to you, elevator. Happy Memorial Day to you also. Or yes. Then I also saw Mortal Kombat, even though that came out at the beginning of the month. That was good too. And then today I'm gonna go see that Passenger horror movie. That one's also getting like mixed reviews, so we'll have to see. How to make a GF? What do you mean by that? What? What are you guys talking about? What? No, I'm not typing. Tips? What are you fishing for? Or what type of tips are you asking for? What? Okay. Never mind. I'm not even gonna answer you guys then. The fuck? Think we're gonna finish at the bottom lake. Also, the bottom lake might be flooded out. We might not even be able to fish it, so we'll just start up here. What are you guys talking about? My chat sometimes, bro. I already have to pee. Mm, 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 mm. How to make what? I never said how to make a GF. What are you talking about right now? I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. Honestly, I probably should have just worn my slides. I was like, it's gonna be muddy, but then, I mean, it is warm enough. We could go wading today. Oh well. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna go at fishing. We're using this little cricket crankbait right now. This one dives a bit more than this other one I have. So if we don't get anything on this, then we're gonna put the other one on. The other cricket, we always catch stuff on no matter what. This one dives a little bit more, so it's a little bit bigger too. So the other cricket is just like we'll put it on just to catch stuff. We always do usually. Hello there, Hannah. How are you? Should have just drove my car down here, to be honest. Oh well, that's good. Come on, done. I think we might just walk down to the bottom of the lake. This doesn't look too flooded like I thought it was going to be. We'll make some more casts here, though. Nice, nice, nice. I mainly like to use uh, little crank and jerk baits or like little jigs. Like to stay on the smaller side for out here. Actually, no, we'll just end it down there. You have millions of them? Nice. Dang it. I should have worn my slides so we could have waded today. I'm not gonna wade with my boots. Unless if we hit these spots and we just don't see any action, then we'll head down to the bottom lake a little bit sooner. I already don't like this spot. I've literally seen one little fish move out there. Wasn't even towards my bait either. Let's rotate on the map. Just consistency and talking with your chat if you're gonna do live streams. Consistency and just being yourself. And then and then try to find like a hobby of yours or a niche or something like that. And then just I also do vertical lives, shorts also help. The right hashtags help, not the tags, hashtags. Tags are a little bit different than hashtags, but with the hashtags too, you always just want to choose like two really good hashtags. I really have to pee, but there's like no spots right here to just dip off on the trail. It's all like right off the trail. For live streams, what do you mean? You have to get approved for live streams now? My account's like 13 to 15 years old, so Any, like, verification stuff I did, like, a super long time ago. So, other than the Google AdSense verification, just to, like, prove your address so you can get paid, all my old verification stuff to be able to live stream and upload and all that, I did a long time ago. So I couldn't tell you what it is now. I thought anybody could live stream though, as long as you, like, prove that you're a real person, and I think you have to be, like, 18 plus. Welcome in, everyone, welcome in. If you guys could drop a like and a sub if you haven't already, helps me out. Also considering becoming a member of the channel or leaving a super or a gift. That also helps me out. We also might put that pink crankbait on today. I just try not to, even though we did fish with this lure last, I guess it doesn't matter. Just the pink crankbait seems to do a bit better on the like cloudier days than sunnier days. Today is really sunny. There we go. Oh my God. Brought me into the grass. There we go. Got him out. Nice little bass to start off with the day. Got the skunk off already. Nice. Might just stick with this lure all today. I'm glad I got him out of the grass there. Some thick grass. Ah, see, yeah, that's why. Either you'll have to have like your parents make an account and all that for you, or but also YouTube might crack down on you if they realize you're not of age and you're live streaming. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's probably why. I don't know if it's 18. It might be 13, honestly, but there is a age limit to it. There we go. Ooh, this is a nice guy. Wait, wait, wait. Is this a smallie? I don't think it is. I don't think we have smallmouth here, but this guy doesn't have any stripes, really. He has a lateral line, like, right here. I think this is a largemouth. I don't think it's a smallie. It just, like, looks interesting. Alright. I wanna do a good release, but there's so much debris right there, we're just gonna toss him. Yeah, but you have to enter your age. Like, eventually, when you start uploading and doing different things, the YouTube's gonna want to verify that you're a person and the correct age. Very nice. Is the stream quality good for you guys right now? It's not, like, bad connection because I have noticed a couple spots around the lake, kinda gets the quality kinda gets weird sometimes depending how thick the tree cover is. Yeah, see well, then you might be able to do it, but also YouTube has a pretty good AI system that, like, for, like, their policies and stuff, so, honestly, I could see you might eventually get in trouble because they might want you to, like, actually verify your age, like, with an ID or something. Because if you're saying you're 16, you're gonna at least have, like, a driver's license of some sort or, like, an ID to prove that you're a person. Right now, you might be okay, but, like, if you wanna start making money in the future or whatever, might want to have, like, an older person that or something, just so that way your account doesn't get banned or something. I don't know if that'll happen, though. I'm just saying, 'cause I've been posting on YouTube since I was, like, 10 or whatever, but that was, like, back in 2000, like, 7 to whatever. It's not a good connection here. See, I hate that. I hate that it gets all pixelated up here. No, it is a good are you saying no good connection as in, like, no, it is a good connection or it's a bad connection? Before I move, actually. Are you saying no, like, as a no, it is good connection, or no, it's bad connection? Please let me know. Okay, okay, okay. That's what I thought. That's what, because what I was asking, yeah, that's what I thought. I understood what you're saying. Okay. I kinda wanted to stay here and cast a little bit more. Yeah, I coulda drove down here. The one guy that I see that's always used on his kayak is down here. Oh, well. We do stuff for the content out here sometimes. Honestly, like, I would much rather fish, but at the same time, I wouldn't have mind, like, getting kicked out of this fishing spot because then I could have made a YouTube short about it. I obviously, like I just said, I would rather have fished, be fishing like I am right now, but hello, Them Dan 2000. How are you today? So that guy hit it while I was just slowly bringing it back. Bow, bow. Oh yeah. Also, I posted a video on Friday morning. If you guys haven't checked that out, if you could go check it out, at least just drop a like, put it on like 2 times, 4 times speed for me if you could, and you don't have to watch it, but leaving a like helps and like a comment. But I think I'm gonna start doing that every like 2 to 3 months. Take some of my favorite shorts, favorite like slash big catches, and put them into a video. And then also like yesterday's short, I'm gonna start um trying to add sounds. I'm gonna start putting a little bit more effort into the shorts, maybe do cutting it up. It's gonna be actually uh like edited, like it'll be I have a bunch of stuff planned as in like I'm gonna record myself going to Walmart and buying a bait, and then we're gonna record it, me coming out here and catching it with that bait. And that'll be a short, but I'm waiting until June 9th because June 9th is my 2 years in a 2 year streak of uploading every day. And so once we hit June 9th, uh, we're gonna end the streak. And I'm not gonna do shorts every single day. I'm gonna put a little bit more effort in them and have them sit in the algorithm longer and stuff. I think it's gonna turn out better for the channel overall. And then also it's just gonna be a little bit better content. There's some days where I just kind of grab something just to keep the streak going. And I know, not like I've talked about it before, not saying that I necessarily upload bad content, but I could be uploading a bit better content if I took maybe that short and put it together with another short or something, you know. But yeah, on June 9th, we're going to stop uploading a short every day. So don't worry, I'm not quitting. The live streaming and all that is going to stay the same. It's just I'm going to try and do a little bit better with my shorts and stuff mainly. And then I have some other ideas for shorts and stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna start using sounds, like YouTube sounds, different things like that. Like, yesterday's short, there was a motivational sound that I added, and it seems that the short's doing a bit better, so oh, sorry. I've been kind of I'm in Oklahoma, United States. Sorry, Carson. Largemouth mainly, but we also catch some bluegill and crappie out here. Alright, thanks, Carson. Last cast here, and then we'll rotate on the map. Honestly, I think we might just go down to the bottom lake. I don't know. Or no, we'll hit a couple hot spots up here and then we'll go down there. Alright. Yeah, see, that's also why I don't like coming up here anymore. I don't know what happened. My connection used to be good up here, and now, like, there's spots to where I lose like, it's bad connection and stuff. It's weird. I really gotta go pee, but there's, like, no place, so let's just go back to fishing. Whoa. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. How's everyone's day doing? All right, last cast here, and then we gotta go find a place to pee. Okay. I have to piss. I just don't want to go directly like next to the trail here. Do that before I forget. Here we go. This will be good. Actually, no, I don't want to go down that all that. Is this open? Yeah, okay. We'll go down here. I just don't want to go through a bunch of bull crap. Be careful here too, not to slip. Okay. Oh my god, dude. I try not to go pee out here, but almost every stream I have to. I feel like a majority of people wouldn't really give a fuck because I make an attempt to get off the trail away from people, but I just don't want that one Karen. All right, let's go back to. But I'm also not going to pee on myself or hurt my bladder by holding it too long. So, welcome in, everyone. How's everyone doing on this fine Memorial Day weekend? Oh, Okay, I gotta be careful today. Even though I wore my boots, I can still slippy and slidey. See if we can't upgrade our largemouth or get a few more fish today. This is my first fish in 4 days, though. All right, let's rotate on the map. Usually, if anything's gonna bite at the spot, it's pretty fast. Oh, did digress. Thank you. I hope the bottom lake isn't flooded. I want to fish it today. We got to digress. Okay. Might not be able to fish right here. Some grass has moved in. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. How's everyone's day doing? Honestly, I think we're just gonna go down to the bottom lake. Hopefully, it's not flooded. If it's not, if it is flooded, we'll just come back up here and go hit the spots I was wanting to. Down there is just so much better of a spot for just overall. I'm catching more stuff down there. It's a lot more open. The connection's better down there. There's less people down there. Because every time I try and fish up here, it seems like my viewership just does not as good as down there. And I think it's connection mainly. I don't know what happened up here. Because used to there was only like a spot or two that was like bad connection. Now it's like there's only like 2 or 3 spots with good connection now. Also, today I haven't streamed in like 4 days too, so that does have that does play factor into it. Usually, if I take more than a day or 2 off in a row, my first stream back isn't as good. Also, when I say isn't as good, I mean just like if I'm comparing it to the rest of my fishing streams. Now, if I compare it to my old streams, it does really well. Honestly thought there'd be way more people out here. I guess people are still in church or the road closed signs are making people not wanna even try and come down here. Go away, fly. I need to get different bug spray. This bug spray does not work. Also, I have heard from other creators that YouTube's been messing with stuff. Like I guess they've changed the algorithm a little bit recently. And then also I guess some people are also having trouble with YouTube sending alerts out for the lives. Because there was 2 weeks there where we were getting like 15 to 30K a stream, and then it like dove off. But then I saw several other creators make a post about how um, YouTube messed with something and it made the algorithm be all weird again. That's also why I've been asking you guys to do more engagement if you can. Helps me out. Hello there, homie. K. I can't quite read it. There's a glare. Hopefully, we can walk the bank down here. That's all that really matters, honestly. Yeah, we can. Yesterday was long enough of a reset day to where it's not quite as flooded as it would be. Plus, we got most of our rain on Thursday. Like, even if I wasn't, even I wanted to stream on Thursday after my movie, it was raining too hard. It's also supposed to rain all this coming week. I just hope it doesn't. All right, let's put my bag in the shade. Oh, frick. Alrighty. Let's look into some more fish. Yeah, see, if we would've came out here yesterday or, like, Saturday or no, yesterday was Saturday. We would've came out here Friday, I don't think we could've because it was raining too pretty much all day. But yeah, if we would've came out here yesterday, don't know if we would've been able to fish because there's still some water here on the walk path, but it's not deep enough to where it matters. And I got my boots on. Either my bug spray is crappy or the amount of bug spray you're supposed to put on, I just don't wanna even do that. I don't know. 'Cause if I have to douse myself with bug spray, I just would rather deal with the flies than having those chemicals all over my body. Welcome back. It's only like 80 degrees, but it is humid. It's actually not that bad right now. The sun is tiny. It's kinda making it a tiny bit hot. Honestly, I hope the might not be on right now because this part of the lake doesn't get a bunch of cover. That's my only worry about coming down here right now. Even though we did catch a largemouth up there, but that's also gonna prove my point if we don't catch anything down here. But also, this little cove isn't the best. I don't catch much but like a bluegill or small little dinky bass right here. Oh well, I don't care. We got that largemouth. That's all. I'm having a good day already. One viewer. There's something going on with YouTube. I don't think it's me. Four view. Yeah, there's something going on with YouTube. Oh, look at the little baby turtle. Which Ninja Turtle is that, guys? But yeah, it's my first stream back, which, like I was saying, that's always the first stream back does usually a little bit less numbers, but the last couple of weeks, I think there's YouTube's been messing with something. I don't like it. You guys are still showing a lot of support and stuff, but something's going on. Why can't YouTube just be normal? Why can't they just like come up with a good set of policies and then just keep them for a while? No, it's because of all the people that like to exploit the different things. And like, I don't mind AI, but the people I'm talking about that like exploit YouTube Shorts, they use like AI a lot. And so I think YouTube tries and cracks down on that. And then obviously, like if people are just being bad on YouTube, they're cracking down on that normally. But recently, a lot of like the short YouTube channels are using AI just to make like $20,000 in a month, and they're putting there's just a bunch of like repeat garbage content. So I think YouTube's for the past year or so, they've been trying to crack down on a lot of different things and changing stuff, but then it affects the people that are actually doing it what's supposed to be done and not trying to, like, find a loophole so I can make a quick $20,000 in a month. I wanna be able to be 50 years old and go live and it still make me, like, money and stuff, you know? I'm not trying to look for a quick $100,000 when that's just gonna be gone. Mortal Kombat. Dun, 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 dun. Honestly, I think I like the Mandalorian more than Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was good still, but I think I like the Mandalorian just slightly better. But also, if I had to, like, pick a franchise, I would probably have to pick Star Wars over Mortal Kombat, even though I'm not really, like, a huge fan of either. Another bass. Oh, I touched him, it counts. I touched him barely. He was about the same size, though. I touched him right before he got into the water. I felt him. I'm counting it. I don't care. I'm doing pretty good, how about you? I'm fishing now, and then I'm gonna go see Passenger movie. It's a horror movie later today. Be my 3rd movie this week I'm gonna go see in theaters. Welcome in, everyone. How's everyone doing too, along with Hannah there? Also, if you guys could drop a like and a sub if you haven't already, helps me out a lot. Also, consider maybe joining the members on my channel or leaving a super chat or a gift. Or you can just or la, la, la. Or you can just chill out in my stream. Bum 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 bum. Passenger. I'm gonna see that today. It's like a horror movie about like hitchhikers or something like that. I forget. I'm trying not to look at too many reviews because a lot of the review it's getting mixed reviews. It's either a 1 or 2 out of 5 star or people are giving it like a 4 or 5 out of. It's either like people are like really hating on it or they're like that was a good movie. It has like it's very mixed reviews too cuz like there's some websites where it's like a 40, it's like a 4 out of 10 and there's some sites where it's like a 6, 7 out of 10. So I'm gonna go try and give it a watch. I don't have that much hope for it, to be honest, though. I will say that. Even before the reviews were coming out, I was gonna see it just because it does the idea of what's going on is if it's done correctly, it could turn out to be a good movie. So that's like why I'm gonna go see it. But the trailer doesn't like the trailer isn't anything special or anything. But since the reviews have come out and a couple of reviews I've read about, like, what it's about and stuff, I'm like, "Okay, I'll go give it a try, screw it, I'll go to the movies. Why not?" Mandalorian and Mortal Kombat were the other 2. Mandalorian, I slightly liked it better than Mortal Kombat, I'll have to say. I can see, like, if you're, like, a super fan of Star Wars, there might be some things with The Mandalorian that you might have a problem with or whatever, but as someone that just, like, likes movies and has only watched, like, an episode or 2 of The Mandalorian, uh, I was able to watch it, understand pretty much everything. It was good, the action scenes were good. I see what people said. I don't necessarily agree with this when people are like, "That could have been just season 4." If you say that, you can pretty much break down every movie and be like, "That could have been a series." So that's just a dumbass thought right there, first off. It should have just been season 4. I do see what people were saying about some of the pacing, though, that it seemed like it was maybe at first they were trying to maybe make it for television, and then they kind of made a shift because there was a couple, like, cutscenes and stuff to where I see what people were saying. But like I just said at the same time, if you're gonna say that about that movie, you can say that about every fucking movie. But I also people were mainly just calling it boring or whatever, but now I'm actually seeing people give it good reviews. I think it was just the weird people that can't think for themselves or they can't let any new ideas in their brain, and so, like, they're just automatically gonna hate on anything new Star Wars, even if it's somewhat good. I dove deeper into, like, why people hate The Mandalorian and everything. I didn't know it was one single episode. So what everyone's doing, it's one single episode. I haven't seen it. I couldn't tell you what if the episode's good or not. But people can't get over one single episode, and then they compare it to the Andor series, which is a completely different tone. The way people are just hating on it just to hate. Like, it's just like some of the reasons you said you didn't like season 3, Dan, are very valid, but some of the stuff I'm seeing on social media, they don't have anything. They're just hating to just hate, just to maybe rage bait, or they're just haters. 'Cause, like, even though you said you didn't like season 3, you're still gonna maybe even maybe not in the theaters if you're gonna go see it, you're still gonna at least give the Mandal you're gonna watch The Mandalorian, and you'll admit it that if The Mandalorian is good or not. Some of these people are gonna go see it, and even if they thought it was good, they're still just gonna lie on social media because of whatever. We had something on there, I don't know what it was. Guys, can we get the stream to 50 likes? Come on. Honestly, today is again kind of on a time limit, so if we hit the 50 goal, we hit it. If not, oh well. But yeah, Mortal Kombat was pretty much exactly what you'd like expect from Mortal Kombat. It wasn't bad or anything. I think I think because I've seen Mortal Kombat movies a bunch and stuff is the main reason why I like The Mandalorian just slightly better is just because it is for me personally, it was a bit more of a fresher, like, idea and stuff. Now I could see how people might be tired of it if they've watched all the others 3 seasons or whatever. But even then, like, if I watched those 3 seasons, I still think I would've liked the movie. I think I would have a little bit more to critique maybe, because I really, like other than, like, a couple spots, like I said, where there's some pacing, and it really wasn't even that long, it was just, like, 5, 10 minutes. Other than that, and then Rada the Hutt's voice, I did not like Rada the Hutt's voice. That was boring. I liked Rada the Hutt, but his voice, like, for me, it didn't really match the the character, the voice, whoever was voicing that guy. Hello, Dawson. Yeah, see, that's like yeah, that's what I thought you would say, and, like, see, that's why I said just said. I think I liked it a little bit more than the average Star Wars Mandalorian fan because it's a little bit more fresher of an idea because I didn't watch any of the 3 seasons. So I came in pretty much other than, like, the past Star Wars films and, like, Boba the Fett. Was The Mandalorian Boba the Fett series? I can't remember. See, even then, it's been so long since I've seen that, I don't really remember a whole lot of that. Welcome in, everyone, welcome in. How's everyone's day doing? If you could leave a like and a sub, helps me out a lot. Also consider becoming a member or leaving a super chat or a gift, or you can just chill in here. No, but overall, the main thing of that yes, I agree with I can see why you say that, Dan. I just don't like all the hate that it's getting, 'cause most of the hate that I see, it is just straight up people just, like, they're not actually giving any good points. They're just straight up being like, "It's boring," and I'm like, "Okay." Anybody can say that about any movie, though. Like, if it's not your type of movie or whatever, you can call it boring. But I can see why, like, people might call it, but I'm just saying I just don't like the hate I'm seeing is what I'm saying. I can understand some of the criticism, but some of the hate that I'm seeing, then the way they're, like, saying it on social media, it's gonna give other people, like, that wanna go experience The Mandalorian for the first time, that go see it, because these people, the way they're hating on it, instead of just actually being, like, a critic and critiquing it, and then at that point, I'm just like, "How about you just don't post your movie opinion to social media then?" You're just gonna be a hater about everything. Yeah, no, I did see John, however you pronounce his last name, talk about how they were planning for season 4, but then they pivoted to the movie and everything. And, like, I can definitely see, like, there was definitely some spots where, like, I was like, "Oh, maybe they had already planned that for the television show, but they still wanted to use it for the movie." And they could have done a little bit better of, like, a cut scene between the 2, like, things going on or whatever. That is one of the criticisms that I will, like, be like, I'll give everyone. I'm like, I do see kinda what you're saying about that. But like I've said, I didn't watch season 1 through 3, so it wasn't for me, it was just like I was coming in for a movie. But I've seen enough movies and television shows, I kinda I understand what the people were talking about. That guy on the kayak just caught a nice bass up there. I just heard him yell. He just went, "Yeah." Uh, Something just smacked the top water down by the drain. 15 likes. Can we get 35 more for the goal? Honestly, we're probably gonna make a pass with this lure and then switch to that pink one. Make a pass, and then we'll see what time it is. Jesus. What's up, Victor? How are you? Oh, you might want to get that checked out, Victor. Why does this bot Rick's thing that go off every once in a while? It's not even a moderator on my channel anymore. I only use Streamlabs now. Whatever. Come on, let's try to get our third bass. Let's upgrade our bass on our third one. Can we do it? Or just get a third bass. Just farted again? What'd you eat this morning or last night? Dang, what was that? Yeah, honestly, like, I have I don't really have anything to say, about Mortal Kombat then. It was just a good Mortal Kombat movie. There was nothing really to, like, say about it. Like, it's just exactly what you'd expect from a Mortal Kombat movie. Nothing more, nothing less. I felt the comedy I felt my worry with the comedy was gone, though, like, most of the comedy was pretty good, I will say that. There's nothing new, no surprises, nothing interesting. Just completely remove ongoing plots from Star Wars shows. Yeah, see, that's I've seen a couple people say some similar stuff, Dan, and I just am like, I didn't see the show, so and that's why I'm kinda saying what I'm saying, because like, I'm coming in as, like, a fresh person, like, it's almost like my first introduction of The Mandalorian, even though I've seen him in other movies and different things, but see, like, that I feel like a lot of people just have they're either not gonna give it a chance or they have, like, leftover hate, and so, like, I've seen a lot of people say that it's a good movie too, and even some of the people I've seen that's hating on it, and then they went to go see it, they were like, "Oh, that wasn't that bad." That's like I just feel like there's a lot of hate that's coming from an unwanted place, I guess you could say. I'm not saying, like, what they're everyone's entitled to their own opinion and everything, but I feel like a lot of it is just people jumping on the bandwagon just to be, like, a hater, and they don't really actually have like, you have an opinion, Dan, you give, like, points of why you think what you think. A lot of people I see are just haters. They don't have they don't have an actual opinion, they're just hating just to try to get clicks or whatever. Hello there, Lucas, how are you? What's up, Mastro, how are you? Because if you ask me, Mortal Kombat 2 and The Mandalorian are honestly really similar movies, they're just different brands with different, like, characters. They're, like, pretty much the same, like, movie almost, if you understand what I'm trying to say there. And so, like, if people are gonna give as much hate as they are to The Mandalorian, they need to do it to everything else too. That's the main thing I'm saying. I just hate the way people, like, pick and choose the hate instead of just giving everything a neutral ground for, like, hate or positivity. Because even though, like, sometimes, like, this Passenger movie is not get the like I said, it's getting very mixed reviews, but that was a big snake. I'm still gonna go in with, like, a positive mindset, being like, "I hope this is good." Yeah, there's the snake. It's a big guy. But I am gonna be honest with myself if it is bad, though. See, so that's, like, the difference with a lot of people. I guess a lot of people aren't honest with themselves is the main thing. Like, actually sit down and be like, "Was this movie good or not? Or am I letting other people's opinions influence my opinion before I even form my own opinion?" Which sometimes it's okay to look for other people's opinions. It's not even in movies, it's with everything. A lot of people just jump on the hate bandwagon just to hate for whatever reason. Happy Memorial Day. Nice chilling in St. August. Hell yeah. Chilling out here at the lake and I'm going to see a movie later. 2 hours without yeah, no, see, that's like I agree with you there, Dan. Like, see, that's a good review. I see, that's most people are just literally like, I just don't remember most of what they're saying because most of it's just some bullshit. But, like, see, that I can agree with everything you just said there, Dan. But at the same time, I would probably give it, like, a 7 or an 8 out of 10, maybe a 6.5. Actually, I would think I'd land at, like, a 7, 7.5. 'Cause it was good, it wasn't bad, like you're saying, but it also wasn't anything, like, necessarily new. The water's changed a bit down here, man. The holes aren't the holes anymore. Ah, guy hit it like 2 or 3 times, he just didn't really put it in his mouth. Ah, put it in your mouth. They're hitting the side of the bait. That's what's going on. Ah, welcome in, everyone. How's everyone's day doing? How's everyone's Memorial weekend going? Oh, no, there's just grass. There we go. The next week or 2, we'll probably try this other lake. Just not gonna do it this weekend. This is one of the few bodies of water that you can't bring, like, a boat out. You can bring your kayak and, like, a canoe, but nothing, like, motorized out here. If I went to Boomer, which is one of the lakes or one of the other if I went to one of the 3 other lakes to where you could put a boat on, it'd be so busy. I'm glad no one was out here. Honestly, I think the road closed signs made people not try and come down here. Just like I said at the beginning of the stream, they're literally gonna have to get the chief police officer out here to tell me to leave. Not your little privates, not your little sergeants. No, I want the head honcho to come out here and show me that I'm breaking the law. No, I think it's because they set up there's a summer camp next week, I believe, or next weekend, I think it's, like, at the beginning of June, so next week, not this coming week, but 2 weeks, I guess, still, technically. Um, but yeah, they have everything set up, so I think they just don't want people, like, messing with it, so they put those signs up. But even then, when the summer camp's going on, I'm just gonna do what I did today and park down at the softball, baseball fields and then just walk on the trail and come down here. I doubt they're gonna be down here doing stuff. They might walk this trail behind me, but I doubt they're gonna be doing stuff with this body of water. But also, it's supposed to, like, rain all next week again too, so maybe maybe they'll just get rained out. One sec, let me get to and see that, Dan. Hello there, Lydia. See, like, yeah, see, I don't have that because I didn't watch the series. I don't have any of that, Dan. But like, I'm not saying I completely think that that opinion is valid. I just haven't seen it, so I can't agree or disagree with it. I'd probably have a similar opinion if I watched this television show. I'd probably be like, that could have just been another season or whatever. But there's a bunch. I don't know if these are old beds or new beds, but there's a bunch of bluegill beds right here, and the bluegill are around them. Okay. It's funny. I thought this lake part of the lake would be a little bit fuller, but it looks like it's actually shallower than I thought it would be. Hello there, Remy. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Oh man. Excuse me. Ooh, thank you guys for 20 likes. Can we get 30 more for the 50 bomb? Also, if you haven't already, or if you're new here, if you could drop a sub too, it actually helps me out. Don't know if they're gonna be really right here. I do see there's just bluegill down there. They're not really that interested either. Even the bluegill, like right there, is just looking at it. We're gonna try the pink lure after this one down here. Yeah, my phone's still good. It's not overheating either, so Think we're gonna make a pass with the pink lure and then the topwater cricket, and then call that'll probably be stream after we do those things and get last fish. But that's still like 2 or 3 hours, or 2 hours, I guess. Like, there's, like, 4 fish around my lure right now. 2 of them are pretty decent size that could bite it. They're just eyeballing it, though. But I had to come out early. I had to come out midday to take advantage of this nice weather, 'cause it's just gonna be hot here real soon. We caught 2 bass too, so I can't be complaining. See if we can't get a 3rd one. It's funny, we haven't caught any bluegill, but we caught 2 largemouth. I don't even really like we've had, like, a bite or 2 from a bluegill, and even then, it wasn't necessarily like a there's just like a peck at it, it wasn't like a bite. Mhm. I knew there was a couple of them like, made cameos, but I didn't know, like, all of the extras were that's funny. Yeah, because I know there's, like, 1 or 2 people that I saw that people were talking the guy in the cowboy hat, John Fillion or whatever you say his name, I think. I think that was the guy in the cowboy hat in the bar. No, I heard about a couple people doing that, like, a couple extras being, like, writers and producers. I didn't know it was it was, like, the whole bar, all of the people all the extras, I guess. That's the word I'm looking for, extras. What is that bug? What hello there. Okay, the bluegill are hitting that there. Hopefully that snake doesn't bother us. I need to get some more little jigs and soft plastics for these panfish since they're gonna be on these beds. Hello, Brazil. Oh, they just swam off. Jesus, look at all the action there. I think we're just gonna skip this part, maybe. Or we'll just fish a little bit faster than I was planning. I think if we get the pink one on, we'll do good. The way they're hitting top water, we need a bait that sits on top water before I crank it. Hello there. Plus, then I can fish some of these juicy holes a bit better. Dang it. There's so many panfish down there. Oh. It's funny to me the way fish react to things. Snaky, snaky, snaky snake. God damn, this guy's aggressive. He's so aggressive, but then he gets to it and he just stops. That's funny. I am excited for the Backrooms movie next week, and then Scary Movie after that. A few more casts right here, and then we'll skip down to the other part that's a little bit more open, and then after that, we'll switch to the pink lure, see what we can't get. Got about 2 hours left of fishing before I need to get home and get in the shower and whatnot. Oh, there's 2 little dinky bass looking at it right there, that's funny. One touched it kind of. There we go, there's a bluegill. Not too bad. The colors on this guy are nice. Boom. Third fish of the day is a bluegill. In the Mortal Kombat movie, they turned Kano and Baraka into comedians. Kano was funny, but still, that's not the. I did that. I did kind of get that. I know Kano is supposed to kind of be like sarcastic though, but I kind of that was really the only thing that I, other than just like it was like a decent Mortal Kombat movie. That was my really like if I had to say a complaint is those two. I thought Baraka and Kano were supposed to be at least a little bit more like I guess more of like an anti-hero character, more towards a villain than an actual like hero or whatever. At least that's what I got from when I've played them in the games and stuff. Especially Baraka. I thought Baraka was like an evil guy. I mean, technically he kind of is at first. But yeah, they did both of those guys. I actually didn't mind most of the comedic stuff because it was just mainly those two guys doing all the comedic stuff for the most part. Ah, just letting it take it. I think it might have just been a bluegill. This fly's just doing circles around my head right now. The heck? They're deadly. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought too. What? I said I was gonna fish this a bit faster, but then we started getting bites and things, so oh well. Only on date night. Oh man. Now I've seen a couple early reviews of it, and people are saying that it's crazy. We'll have to see if it is actually or not. Because the most people, when they say a horror movie is crazy, it's usually not that crazy. Obsession is there's some rare cases like Obsession. I honestly, I almost didn't go see Obsession until some of the early reviews came out. I was like not gonna go see it because I was like, oh, that's just gonna be too romantic for me personally. It's one of the rare times where like all the reviews are correct. I the only thing I know about the backrooms are like the online lore, and even then, I don't really know a whole lot about it. I just kind of know like it's like just like a weird place where like stuff like happens and spawns in. It's just a really weird like liminal space type thing. I think it's going to be really psychological from at least the trailers and stuff. My nephew knows a lot more about all the lore and stuff because he's more into that type of stuff. I mean, he's 9, so if when I was 9, there just wasn't that stuff was on the internet, but it wasn't like mainstream like on YouTube the way it is now. Supposed to be like internet lore, like 4chan, Reddit. Like I went to this I went to this store and went into the back rooms, the storage, and then got lost, and then it opened up into this whole other world type thing, and then just like weird stuff is supposed to happen. That's mainly what I know about it. Obviously, someone that knows more can explain it way better than what I just did, but the main thing you need to know about it is just like it's internet. There's a word for it. I just can't think about it right now. It's like the just weird internet shit, but turned into like a horror movie. What's up, Pavel? Well, no. See, so it was actually it wasn't a video game first. It was like I said, like 4chan and Reddit, those like stories that you don't know if they're real or not. It was internet lore before it was made into a video game, and then it was so popular like on Reddit and 4chan and different things that someone made a game into it, and then now they're making a movie into it. I'm just saying my nephew has played those games. I think it'll be good because it's not like what you just said, it's not just a straight video game adaptation, it's actually like deep internet, like lore type stuff, and then just happens that someone else it just it got popular, even more popular than it already was because of the video game, and then now they're making a movie about it. I just hope I just hope it's enough of a mind fuck that it actually does It actually messes with my mind. Like I said, most of the time, the movies that like are psychological are not really that they are psychological by definition, but for me, it's like, oh yeah, I think that way all the time. I like I know what you're saying, because I do like you have a lot less faith in movies than I do, but I know exactly what you're saying. Because like even with some of the recent things that like I've said the trailers look good and whatever, I still in the back of my head I'm just like I hope it's not some bullshit. And like we've talked about before, as long as it makes sense. Like most of the movies nowadays, my main problem with it is either parts of the movie or the whole movie just doesn't make any sense. That's my main thing with movies recently. Whether it's like this character didn't make any sense, this choice of a scene didn't make it, whatever it is, it all boils back down to like they're just not making any sense with what they're creating. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I can't even. I'm not gonna count the Minecraft movie. Until Dawn was alright, but then again, I didn't play the game, so, like, my opinion, I don't think other than, like, just having a movie opinion, my opinion about if that's video game accurate or not isn't really valid. Yeah, I really can't think of, like, a video I guess Mortal Kombat, but but that Mortal Kombat's been established, though. They had some good movies already of Mortal Kombat, so another Bluegill. Yeah, I'm not gonna get my hooks in my hand, buddy. Stop flopping around. If you guys could drop a like and a sub if you haven't already, helps me out a lot. Okay. Yeah, you landed hard there, buddy, because you want. I was literally throwing you back in, and then they always do it right when I'm about to throw them back in. They do a little flop right as I loosen my grip to throw them in, and they just hit the ground. Bum, 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 bum. I just hope the passenger movie isn't boring. Some of the reviews I read, it kind of sounds like it could be a little bit boring, but also when people say boring, I think they just mean it wasn't for them a lot of the times when people are like, "That was boring." I just wanna be like, "Or it just wasn't made for you." So we'll have to see. For some reason, like, my first initial thought of this movie is gonna be complete garbage, but then I feel like it might be a surprise because 'cause there's been a couple
Like, Obsession was the most recent. I thought that movie was gonna be complete garbage. Even after I read some of the reviews, I was still, like, worried about it, but then I went to go see it, and it was really good. But also that movie was getting good reviews, so there wasn't really a bad review I've seen of that movie. Oh, yeah, speaking of Obsession, though, like, I guess they were, like they didn't think that Obsession was gonna do as good as it is. I guess the budget was, like, 150,000 to make the movie, and then the first, like, couple days, they made over 1,000,000 already. But I guess, like, the company didn't think it was doing gonna do good because the release date for the digital version of Obsession is June 5th, and it's, like, making a lot of money right now, and so people I've been seeing saying that I forget the company, whoever makes it, um, but they're saying that if they don't keep the movie in theaters longer and stuff, they're gonna miss out on, like, millions of dollars, which I've always recently, I've that's my been in my opinion. I hate like, week or 2 theatrical releases, and then it's just out of the theater. Even if it's a bad movie, it's just like, I don't like that. 'Cause, like, I remember Transformers 1, when that movie came out, I forget there was another movie that on the same release, I think maybe it was Nosferatu or something like that. It was like a big blockbuster movie, and maybe it was Minecraft, I don't know, it was a big blockbuster movie, but, Transformers 1 did awful in the first week or 2, but then because of the big blockbuster movie that came out, that movie ended up not being as good, and then after like, in the 3rd week of Transformers 1 being in the box office is actually when it started gaining traction because reviews came out and people were looking to go see something, and so then they went and saw it, and then it ended up making over, like, however much. I think it got close to, like, 1,000,000,000, I wanna say. And, like, in the first 2 weeks or whatever, it didn't even make over 100,000,000, but then all of a sudden it just boom, it started doing really well. Not saying every movie is gonna be like that, but I feel like there's a lot of movies that don't really get the chance to be in theater. Cause like, there was one called Normal with, I know his first name's Bob, but he's the Better Call Saul lawyer, that guy. There was one that came out last month in April called Normal, but there was, like, 2 or 3 other movies that I hadn't seen and I wanted to see. And so I was putting that one off, and then by the time I wanted to see that one, it was like 2 weeks later, it was already out of the theater, and so, like, I couldn't see it. And I feel like because the type of movie it was like an action comedy movie, I feel like that's just gonna be automatically better in the theater, for me personally, just because I don't have, like, a at-home theater. I hate the theatrical runs in theaters now. I feel like everything should at least be like a 30-day, like, contract or something. Yeah, because even the main one I'm thinking about is Bad Boys 4. I was like, "I'm not gonna go see that in theater." Not saying that the first 3 whatever you think about him is whatever. The first 3 Bad Boys movies are not that bad. Whatever you're thinking about them, whatever. But the 4th one, for whatever reason, I was just like, "I'm not gonna go see that." But then, like, 2 weeks went by, and I think there was, like, a rainy day or something like that, or whatever. I had, like, nothing to do, and so I was like, "Screw it, I'm gonna go see Bad Boys 4 in theater." It ended up being, like, wasn't anything amazing, but it was, like, I was happy that I went to the theater to see it versus waiting for it to come out on 'cause, if it came out on streaming, honestly, I don't know if I would've watched it. A few more casts, and then we'll go switch baits and do another passing down here. Same with the GOAT movie, the one that came out, like, last month or whatever about the basketball GOAT. I was just, like, bored one day, and I think, like, it was, like, raining or something that day, so I couldn't fish. So I was like, "I'm gonna see that," because I wasn't planning on it, and then that one ended up being good too. Same with the Michael Jackson movie. I wasn't planning on gonna go see that, but then I had time on my hand, some free time, and so I was like, "Let's go see it," and it actually was decent. And I'm not even I like Michael Jackson's music, and I'll listen to it, but, like, I wouldn't say I'm a fan. Ah, that's the girl, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the she's a good actress. I believe they didn't use any other than maybe, like, well, fake blood isn't CGI, but I think anytime you see her, like, you saw her make a face and stuff, there's, like, no CGI or anything. It was all, like, her making the face or just being weird. I just saw 3 squirrels chasing each other off the tree over there. Okay, last cast down right here, and then we'll go switch baits and make another passing down here. I'm just glad that turned out good. Oh, yeah, oh, well, it was a little bluegill because it was a new director and everything. Not, like, new, but it was, like, all of his other movies were, like, straight to streaming or whatever. But, like, a lot of the people a lot I can't speak right now. Recently, a lot of the directors, they're getting, like, their first movies, and so I've noticed mainly in the horror genre, but, like, people will be like, "Oh, it's this director's first time, let's take a chance," and then it ends up just being trash. I'm glad this time it actually was good. It wasn't bad. They didn't give a bad director a chance. He's actually made a good movie. Cause like, what was that one called? What was that called? Undertone. The one that came out in, like, February about the podcast audio books, Haunting or whatever. That movie should have never been made. That was so bad. But again, that was a new director too, that they gave a chance to, and then it just complete garbage of a movie. Baby, I love your way. That is true, that is true. Like, there's a lot of times where I'll see a movie or I don't necessarily I'll, like, see people talk about a movie, and I'm just like, "Why can't we just instead of making these 10 bad movies, why don't we take the budget and all the resources from those 10 movies and just make one really good movie?" Where, like, recently, a lot of the bad movies I just see as a big waste of millions of dollars, and I'm just like, You could have hired better people, actors, directors, whatever. It's just a big waste of money now. If a lot of the movies are just I don't get it either. I really don't get what happened. I really don't get what happened. Like, obviously, there's a few things, like, you can be like, "Oh, this happened, so blah, blah, blah." The writer's strike, the stupid, like, sensitivity movement. But even then, before all that started to happen, movies were kind of, like, on a downcline. Not saying there aren't, like as in, like, the quality of, like, what's good and not. 'Cause even the new some of the new movies to where, like I just said, it to where it's not some of the, like, political correctness or just whatever, they're trying to do a stupid message. Even, like, some of the movies that don't have any of that, they're still just not a good movie. Alright, let's get back to fishing. Go away, fly. Leave me alone. I belong to somebody. "'Cause I belong to somebody." Ooh, thank you guys for 25 likes. Thank you, thank you. If you guys haven't already, if you could consider liking and subscribing. Also, consider becoming a channel member or leaving a super chat or a gift. Oh, yeah, I have to walk all the way up the road too. Should've just drove my car down here. Oh well. Oh well. Go away, fly. We got hit. Ah, I almost timed that. Dang. There's something next to it looking at it. Right as I started to make a dive. What if we catch one of the beavers that are out here? That'd be crazy. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I am very human. Wink. There's not might not be biting too much down here now. It's kind of midday. Like I always say, this part of the lake doesn't have a bunch of cover either, so like we always do at this time. Oh, little bluegill hit it right there. Oh well, oh well. I mean, honestly, if we only catch one more bluegill at the panfish pond, I can't be complaining. We caught like four fish today, two largies, two bluegill, or is it three bluegill? That is all right with me after not having caught anything in like 4 days. And the time of day we actually did come out to. But I have a feeling there's gonna be way more people out tonight because tomorrow's Memorial Day, so ah, little nibble there. Honestly, if the bluegill wanna hit this guy, we might just keep this one on. The decisions of which bait to either put on or keep on, but both baits are working and are good baits too. Guys, can we get the stream to 50 likes today? Can we? Ooh, my knees popping. It's a nice morning, I do say so myself. If we don't catch a bass on this down here, then we'll probably just switch to the cricket and then go back up. I don't think we're gonna have enough time for 3 baits down here. We might. I just don't know if I necessarily wanna change to that other cricket. But I do have to leave about 15 minutes earlier than I thought because we have to walk back up the road. Like, adds another 5 to 10 minutes of getting back to my car. Ah, there's a largemouth. Kinda hit the side of it, though. It was a little one. It was a little largemouth, so oh well, but still. Came out of the under the grass there and just smacked the side of my bait. Ah, I think that was just a bluegill. Bum, bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Get that to the grass, thank you. I'm just glad that the weather's good enough today to where I can come out right now instead of having to wait for early morning or later in the evening. So one of my least favorite things to do is wait to go fishing. I can wait for other things, but waiting to go fishing, especially like if I'm done with everything for the day and I'm literally just waiting for like a better time of the day, it's so hard for me not to like go out early. It's knocked out by gas. I honestly do not remember that scene. I know he got, like, poisoned by the dragon. When did he get knocked out by gas? Trying to think. Yeah, 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 it was when, the bounty hunter guy. Yeah, 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 I remember now. Here's our next bass. Oh dang it. Oh, well. He was barely hooked. Yeah, 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 okay, okay, I remember now, I remember now. Oh, yeah, it's a bill. That is kinda dumb. Yeah, no, I remember now, I remember because he goes back to his, like, house, and then the other bounty hunter shows up. Right? That's when it happens, I think. Oh, hello, great heron. I didn't even notice him land next to me down here. Wow. Rada, that's what it was, okay, because he gets that's I remember him being in a cage, like, twice. Because doesn't he gets, like, captured twice, I guess, yeah, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, 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 I remember that scene now. I knew he was, like he wakes up in a jail cell, I knew that. Oh, there's 2 more great blue herons. Where did that one go? Are they just all out here now? Or is that one of them? Took off and I didn't see it. There's 2 over there flying, though. I don't see the one next to me anymore. Hello, junior fishing, how are you? What's up, Freddie G? How are you? Right of that is, like, one of my only complaints for The Mandalorian. It's the Ride of the Hutt's voice actor just did not like, for me personally, I don't think it, like, matched up with what his voice should sound like, but because when Rada first spoke, I kinda giggled to myself. I was like, "Wait, what?" I was expecting, like, more of, like, a deeper or, like, a crazy, like, alien voice or something. Oh! W. Freddie G. Gifted 5 memberships. Hold on, there's an awful glare. Let me get my bait in. Everybody do WG in the chat. Thank you again, Freddie. Sent 5 gifted members again. That's 10 total. He's donated like 3 or 4 times to the channel. Just crazy support. Who all got the Ah, dang it, dude. I wish I could choose who got the mods. Well, okay, so you guys can kind of Maxwell got one. I can't pronounce Abraham. No, that I can't pronounce that. There's just a glare. Abraham Maxwell. Can't quite read Decker. Who's this? Norm. Norm also got one. Muffy or Muffrey also got one. And then Scent Rob. Sorry, there's an awful glare also got one. Heck yeah. Thank you again, Freddie G. Gosh, you're gonna get another shout out later tonight. Now, before I say this, thank you, Freddie G. I don't mean like this any in a negative connotation, because like you or me can't pick out the members. It's just random members, but I wish Dan would have got one. Oh well, though. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you. You just that helps me a lot. Honestly, I might be able to get my first payout from YouTube after the end of this month, mainly because of Freddie. He's gifted 10 members and donated 3 or 4 times now. Heck yeah, Freddie. Is that a little nibble? If it was tiny, tiny. Or at least keep scooting down. I'm using 10-pound line. I don't remember the brand. I have it at my house. I'm awful with names of stuff. But I do know it's 10-pound. I do know it's 10-pound. I also know it's not the cheapest, but it's also not the most expensive. It's like, what is it called? It starts with a T, I think. I just completely forget how to I see the logo and everything too in my head. I just don't know how to say it. Trip line. Yes, yes, yes. That's what it is, maybe. I think. Has like a fish on it. And it starts with a T, so I think that's it. If it's not trip line, it's something similar. Oh no, there's the gray heron. He was still there. So there's 3 out here. Okay. Is he just gonna circle back around? He is. If I catch you a bluegill, I'll try to feed it to you, buddy. If you don't fly away. So he's looking at me too. I think that's the one that we see all the time out here, because I didn't know there was more than one out here. Because I used to think there's 2, but then we learned that the white ones were the gray egrets. I've seen multiple of those. It's just, gosh, just looks like a dinosaur to me, dude. I mean, that's pretty much practically what they are. Tray line, yeah, tray line. I didn't think trip line was quite right. Yeah, that's what the tri-line or line or whatever you say it. See, I did have 15-pound on. Well, actually, I had 15-pound on, and then I put 4-pound on because that's what I had at the time. But then, and 4-pound honestly was all right. It's just I would break off occasionally on certain things. And my reel that I have, I mean, obviously, I can probably put a little bit less of line on it, and it would probably still be fine. But my reel that I have, smallest uh, pound, I can't speak. The smallest line that it says that it's recommended is 10-pound. So that's why I have that. Otherwise, I'd probably have like 6 or 8-pound on. So that way I can get a tiny bit more castability with my lures, but still have a little bit more backbone. Because 4-pound was honestly okay. It's just if it was a bigger fish, oh, he didn't have it in his mouth. If it was a bigger fish, or there are some like, there's like this dead grass that never grows out here. My lures would get stuck on that and then break off. Or the fish, I would get a fish on and then it would dive under grass and break off. But also, I want to get like a true ultralight setup. I think my reel is about a 3,000 size reel. I want to get like a 2,000 and then put like 6 or 8 pound braided line on or something. Hello, even though we're already talking. All right, let's keep moving down. Look out for that snake. I wonder if that great blue heron, because that's actually about where the saw the snake. I wonder if he was trying to get the snake. Yeah, we've caught 3 largemouth, not very big, but 3 largemouth and like 2 or 3 bluegill. It's kind of midday where I'm at though, so yeah. Or actually 4 largemouth, 4 largemouth. 2 of them, we touched them, but we didn't really like bring them up and unhook them, so that's why I forgot. Oops, bit further to the left than I wanted it there. Thank you guys for 30 likes. Jesus Christ, Dan. Uh, some of your jokes are just really like, I guess it would be dry, right? Or just very like, I don't know. They're funny, but it's just like, it's just like, yeah, sure. Uh, I also mean that in a good way too, as in like, yeah, I just mean like I don't really have like a response to some of your jokes other than just a laugh. They're just like, yeah. I would have never thought about that until you said that. Mr. Duck and Mrs. Duck? Are you both Mel's? I don't know. Do female and male ducks look slightly different, or is it just literally just like the difference of like, a penis and a vagina? And like there's no difference in like colors or whatever? Because these two ducks look pretty much the same. They're pretty chill. They know I don't mean no harm. I'm just trying to catch to the hole next to them. There's like a 2-pounder right here chasing things off of its bed. Yep, doesn't want this. So keep it moving. That's just the wind, Trenton, not a snake. If you guys are new here, haven't already, if you could drop a like and a sub, it helps me out a lot. Also, consider becoming a member on the channel. Also, we have super chats and gifts. Any of that helps. Or you can just chill and hang out if you want. That helps me too. See these bluegill right here? Can you guys see these bluegill in the water? Should have cast it a bit further. Yeah, they're definitely on beds now. Yeah. No, there's a bunch of them right here. There's like 10 right here. They're pretty decent sized ones too. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be interested after that one. That's a good sign though for a bluegill. That the bluegill are gonna slowly we've caught a few nice ones recently, but like I've said, they get a bit bigger in here, but it looks like they're starting to spawn now, which is means even bigger bluegill. We just gotta get out here with a worm, with some worms or like smaller jigs. Which I'm planning on doing. I've just been busy this week, so we're just going live this week, and then like the next week or two, there's no really plans. I have a bunch of plans this summer to do, but this past week and then the next week or two, have more. I'm not as busy, but there's still like I have family members coming, and there's like an art festival here in town that I want to go to, and different things like that. So right now, hello there, Ernest. Right now, we're just trying to go live and just be live for you guys and hang out with my chat. Should we put the cricket up and do pat on here? We might. What the heck happened here? My line's wrapped and then he's like barely hooked. There he goes. Think he left. Whoa, that fish came out of the water there. Gotta scoot down a bit, get more direct casts on these. Fishing for women at the art festival. Yeah, I might even live stream at the art festival because there's live music and stuff. I'll at least take some pictures and share that with you guys, but there might be like a short or a live stream. We'll just have to kinda those type of things, I don't like to be like, "I'm going to do this." I just like to wait and see on the day, see if I want to or not. But I'll at least take pictures of stuff and post it in the community tab. These fish are acting so weird down here. Guys, can we get 17 more likes before I end stream? We got about an hour left. Wonder if that crawdad bait would do good with bluegill down here. We might try that next stream when we have more time. Well, no, we have more time and I haven't caught anything in a few days. So we caught a crappie on it once, there's something decent that swirled on it right as it landed. Didn't wanna do that. Oh, thank you for the flower, thank you for the sunshine. Sorry, there's an awful glare. W. Elias Flores in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, mother. I didn't mean to do that. Freaking poked myself. Did it not reach the goal? It should have. Huh. Maybe because it's he sent 2? I don't know. Is it that specific? Is YouTube weird like that? I could see him being like that. Get off of the line there, jeez. All wrapped. Ah. That's such like I would have some crazy reaction time to get that. Ah, got a bite out there too. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, I mean, we hit our goal on the gift. I don't know what YouTube's doing. Out of that grass, thank you. They get so close to it, bro. Can ant get out of here? There's a big bluegill right here. Couple of them actually. They're just not putting it in their mouths. They're just like giving it a little smooch. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. How's everyone's Memorial Day weekend doing? Could drop a like and a sub if you haven't already. Helps me out a lot. We're trying to get the stream to 50 likes. Can we do it? Also considering becoming a member or leaving a super chat and a sub, or you can just chill out. Yeah, we need to get like some worms or some jigs for these guys now. The bigger ones are just sitting right on their beds. I don't know if I want to continue throwing this or put the cricket back on up top. Not sure. I think we're gonna keep this. So I like that. I wish the other cricket set on top water before I reeled it in. had more luck on the cricket though. Maybe I might just switch to the cricket. I don't know though. I don't know, man. I'm so undecisive about things. The fish are seeming more interested in this, but we caught more fish with the cricket though. I don't think these guys are gonna want to bite. Let's fish our way back to my bag. If we get a decent largemouth, we might just go ahead and end stream, but if we don't get a decent largemouth, then we'll fish our way back to the panfish pond. Think the bite I think the bite is slowly dying. It's gonna slowly die until about 3 PM, and then it's just gonna be dead until about, like, 5 PM. No, that is a thing I will do in the future. I do have a couple setups, honestly, I'm just kinda being a little bit lazy about it. I could have another pole out here. I could make this pole a little bit of a heavier setup, and then I could have another pole that's like a ultralight. But the saying that the other pole that I'm thinking of, it's not a bad pole, but at the same time, it's not, like, necessarily a good pole, so that's the main reason I haven't done it. No, but whenever if I ever do get or when we do get an extra or ultralight setup, I'll at least carry 2 poles around. I used to carry 2 poles around, but then the other reel that I first started fishing with the fishing streams, the drag on that is starting to not do good. I don't wanna, like, hook into the fish and then the drag fucks me up. I do have this little orange pole though, but that pole is truly like a ultralight. Like, that's a real small pole, the one that I'm thinking of. I have caught a huge bass, like a 6-pound bass on it, but it was bringing all my drag out. I might just start bringing that out, to be honest. I literally just need to put some it's, like, almost out of line. It's the only thing. I just need to put some new line on it. Or I could get swivels too, like, instead of having to retie, there's, like, these little metal swivels. The one guy talked about it, like, a week or 2 ago in the chat, and, instead of having me to like, I still would use 1 pole, but instead of retying every time I switch baits, you just unclip it and clip it in. It's just in the past, I've had those and they haven't really worked well, but also, now that I've, like, thought about it, the ones that I've used in the past are really old ones, so and it's also it's slightly a thing of that both baits are working, And it's also just me being like, I don't know which one I wanna use because both of them are working. I didn't see you there, buddy. He's still following me. Boop, 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 binky, binky, bink. Guys, can we get 15 more likes before I get back to my car? Actually, it won't be my car. We'll probably end stream on the trail because of where I parked my car today. Yes, technically the cricket bait is working better today. We really have to think about it factually. So that settles it. We'll put the cricket on when we start going back up. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. That's a nice upgrade. Boom. Nice. Nice little pound, pound and a half. Boom, baby. Nice. There we go. There's some good sunlight. Nice. Oh, no. I'm using my PlayStation 5 controller cord today because I forgot my charger at my brother's and I'm going back over to my brother's tomorrow. So I was just like, I'll just use this. But I just got it soaked there. We might just keep this on now, honestly. Because now this bait is slightly working better today. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm not stressing over the lure. I mean, I am, but it's trust me, it's not like I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" It's not like I'm playing it's Battlefield 6 Red 6 stressing out of trying to figure out what gun is to actually use. It's just more of like it's like I'm doing like a puzzle kind of a thing. It's like you're doing like a word search puzzle, crossword, whatever, some sort of just like puzzle, and I just mainly talking out loud to myself. If I wasn't streaming, I just wouldn't say it out loud. I would just think about it in my head. No, trust me, you guys, especially you, Dan, you know when I'm actually frustrated. I'll start cursing up a storm, or I'll like, yeah, I'll start like stuff will just start going wrong, or just There's been a couple of those days. Yeah, no, I know, no. I just don't know. I mean, I don't really care to be honest, but I just don't know how waterproof the PlayStation 5 charging cord is. Guys, can we get 13 more likes for that? If you guys haven't dropped a like and a sub, can you do it for that catch? Otherwise, what are you doing in my stream? I'm joking. Those are jokes, by the way. Okay. Are my hooks bent out? I didn't really check that. And I don't think that bass was too much of a fighter heavy to really bend anything out. Yeah, we're good. Honestly, that guy didn't even it was just like the slightest tap. And then when I set the hook, it was like, oh, that's a bigger fish than I thought. Nice. That's funny. I was gonna keep the cricket lure on until that happened. Or I was gonna put the cricket lure back on before we went back up before that happened, but now we're just gonna keep this on. I'd rather catch another largemouth than some bluegill. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Oh, that was something big moving there. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. How's everyone's day slash Memorial weekend going? Can we get the stream to 50 likes? We got 13 more. Also, consider subscribing if you haven't already. This part of the lake would be so undefeated if I could. I mean, I can walk around the out to the other side. It's just like the castability and then the amount of water you can fish is just not really worth it anymore. At the beginning of the year when the water was still really low, it was worth walking around there. But now, unless if you just walk out 20 yards into the water, castability is kind of hard over there. Not saying I won't ever do it. I just that snake that we saw and some of the other snakes I've seen at the lake. Across the lake, there's a bunch of tall grass. It's not really beaten down like it is here because people walk on it here. Over there, there is like a trail, but it's not beaten down. So I want to get some waders. There's so much stuff that I wanna get. We just have to start getting paid from YouTube, which we will soon. It'll all start falling into place like everything does, as long as I seize the opportunities that are there, which I've been trying to do more often. Cause like today, you know what? I had all the reasons not to live stream today because I left all my stuff for others, and then I came out. We caught that nice bass. Probably had almost like 1,300 subscribers too, or at least halfway. We almost have our first payout on YouTube, thanks to Freddie G though. Oh, what how many members do we have now? We have 13 members on the channel? Hell yeah. Uh, yeah, I heard a lot of people were upset with this final episode of The Boys. Even just the whole last season, I guess, compared to the other seasons, a lot of people didn't like it. I've only ever seen the first 3 episodes of the first season. I lost interest. Wasn't bad. I just not really necessarily my type of show. If it was a movie, I would probably watch it. It's mainly because it's a show. Like, that's literally it. I just can't commit to myself to most shows nowadays. I did see that they released I haven't seen too much of, like, the info, but I did see that the government released more UFO files. It's kinda funny too, cause that Steven Spielberg movie, Disclosure Day, is coming out in, like, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I guess, 2, 3 weeks. Tornadoes? New tornadoes? What the heck? But the rest was yeah, see, that's what I've been hearing too, Dan, so I might eventually watch it, cause cause I eventually that's what happens with a lot of the shows that are, like, considered one of the better TV shows, like Breaking Bad. I used to like, when Breaking Bad was still airing their new episodes, I was, like, a hater towards it just cause it was, like, a mainstream popular, like, show, and I was in junior high at the time too, so I was just like, "I hate everything." But I ended up later down the road after it was, like, on Netflix and stuff, I've watched it all the way through 3 times now. So I might eventually watch it. If it's truly a good show, I'll probably eventually end up watching it. 'Cause, like, with the even with the new Fallout show, the 1st season, I watched the 1st episode or 2, and then I was like, "I don't really wanna watch this." And then, um, like, a couple weeks went by and everyone was talking about how good it was, and, ended up watching it again, finishing the 1st season, and then I watched all the 2nd season as soon as it came out. What what are you ta why are you worrying about Iran, dude? I can barely pay my bills, I don't give a fuck about any other country. We have kids that are going to sleep without a meal for the day. With people that are homeless here in America, like, fuck everywhere else, dude. Let's take care of our problems here before we go anywhere else. Plus, like, apparently the White House that someone shot a gun at the White House yesterday, and, like, it was kinda funny. I was, like, sitting there waiting for the Saturday WWE's pay-per-view to start, and I saw it on X, and I was like, "Oh, look at that. There was a shooting at the White House, and nothing has affected me here at my home in Stillwater, Oklahoma." All the fucking news and shit is just stuff to scare you. Nothing ever happens, like, unless if you're in the military, nothing ever happens to us here in America, except for taxes and ICE agents. But then again, like, if you see ICE agents, just go the other way. Anyways, I don't like to talk about political shit in my streams because it really doesn't fucking matter. None of it really ever truly affects any of us, except for like the taxes and stuff like that. Everything else is just a distraction because our fucking president's on the Epstein list. Half the people in charge are on the Epstein list. Majority of Hollywood are on the Epstein list. So they're just trying everything to distract people right now. The US is trying to get into everything they possibly can, so that way we don't have to take care of our own problems here. They're like, "Guys, but look at the problems in the world," and everyone else the majority of Americans now are waking up and they're like, "Yeah, we have our problems we need to take care of first here." Anyways, our Iran is not making our gas go up. Fucking Trump is making our gas go up. Oh my god, I'm not gonna if you say something political, you're just gonna be banned. I'm not gonna sit here and debate with you. It's fuck Trump, fuck Biden, fuck Hillary, fuck all the political bullshit pedophiles. They're the reason why our country is in the state it's in, not Iran. The fuck has Iran done? Anyways, oh yeah, Gen Z, it got canceled. I did forget about that one. They got canceled after 2 seasons. That's funny. Because I thought about maybe trying to watch that and then watch The Boys. Then I just never ended up doing that either. Alrighty, you can try again in 24 hours in our next stream, Travis. But you're gonna be put in a timeout for 24 hours, so I said no more political stuff, and you had to say that, so oh, there you go. Thank you, Freddie G. I did for 24 hours. He doesn't deserve to talk again today. But thank you, thank you, thank you. I just hate see, that's the problem. I'm still having a good day, but he kinda made me a little bit pissed off. That's their whole point. That's the only point of politics and all that bullshit that we see. It's just to make people upset, sad, pissed off, and not just enjoy their lives and go after what they wanna go after. It's all just a distraction. Anyways, let's start working back towards my car because they fucking blocked the road off for whatever fucking reason. Blocked the road off to a public lake. Anyways, happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts, Trenton. You're having a great day, other than that weird Travis guy trying to do exactly what you know that those types of people like to do. Just get a drink of water. Oh, my back. Dan, we really gotta start using lube, Dan. Why does Botrix honestly, I don't mind it. Just sometimes Botrix is there. I haven't used Botrix since, like, Battlefield 2042. I haven't used Botrix since when I was still streaming on multiple platforms. And then after I decided to stay on YouTube, I switched to Streamlabs, and I don't know why Botrix is showing up in my chat now. It never did until I started doing these vertical lives. Gen Z was a girl power show. It was a decent had the potential to be a lot better, but they chose to try to send a message other than just being a good person. That's where a lot of superhero movies and shows fail me, is they try to do more than what a superhero really is. It's just good or bad. They try to add like more of a message to it, and it really is just good or bad. And it's the superhero trying to stay good, but also defeat the bad guys. That's like the main dilemma. Like you said, they had a bunch of girl power, or like they try to focus on the wrong things a lot of the times recently with superhero movies or shows. Because everything I hear about the boys, that's the one thing that I've heard that they've gotten right with the boys. Uh, is like how they display like who's good, who's bad, who's corrupted, that type of stuff. That's what like the superhero movies are about. Like even though the new Superman wasn't like um they made Superman look like a bitch, but they did a good job of still displaying like the good and evil and like the struggle to stay good or whatever. Don't eat them burgers. What? They canceled it. I'm so upset about the Bondsman with Kevin Bacon. Guys, can we get 12 more likes for the 50 bomb goal of the stream? I'm also so upset that the Power Rangers movie that they did in back in like 2014 to 2016, whenever that one released, apparently they had like 4 movies planned, but it bombed in the box office. But then after it came out like on digital and everything, everyone was like, that was a really good Power Ranger movie. And then like there's an article I read like a month ago about how they had planned 4 movies for all those actors and actresses and everything, but it didn't do good in the box office, so they canceled it all. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good Power Ranger movie. It has the guy that he's in Stranger Things. And then what was that movie that I saw like a month or 2 ago? What was that movie called? It's what was that called? I forget what it was called. You saw it though, Dan. It was like his last name was McCrabe or whatever. It was the redheaded girl's forget her name too. The redheaded girl from Stranger Things, it was her brother, that actor. Making a super Yeah, the Bonds man, hopefully maybe they come back. Maybe Amazon realizes that they had a good something good there and come back to it. I think our next fish, we're just gonna go ahead and end the stream. 'Cause we really only got about 28 minutes before I truly wanna end stream, so I think the next fish, we'll just call it. Oh, it isn't? Maybe that's why I saw the article about the ones that got canceled. Maybe that's why they were talking about that. It's same with, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They try to do stuff, and then it just doesn't like, people don't go see it in the box office, so then they, like, scrap everything and restart. Same with, like, Transformers now. Transformers had, like, a good run, but now, like, they're kinda stuck. They keep announcing projects, and then they cancel it. Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm glad they're doing Mortal Kombat again. Trying to think of, like, they're doing Street Fighter this year. They've done Sonic. I like the Sonic movies. They've done Mario. Mario was alright. The first Mario movie was actually I like better than the second one. Yeah, see, that's yeah. There's so many, like, franchises that because of all the dumb, like, copyright and who owns what nowadays that people try to, like, reboot popular franchises from, like, the '80s, '90s, early 2000s, but, like, because of all the dumb copyright stuff, it just gets stopped at a certain point. See if we can't get a 5th baths today. Yeah, a bunch of grass moved in here, I forgot when we were fishing this earlier. Guys, can we get 11 more likes for 50 on the stream today? Aw, dang it. I was reeling my extra line. Ah, seemed decent too. Dang it, dude. I got this a good hook set there. Just bringing in my extra line that I had out. See, I don't even know what you're talking about, Dan. Honestly, they could do Rugrats again. They could do a Rugrats movie, reboot that. Like if Illumination, the people that make like the Minions and stuff, if they did like a Rugrats movie. Just think Rugrats is still owned by Nick. So I don't think Nick Elodian is Illumination. I think that's Disney, right? Or like a brand or a branch of Disney Illumination. The original Pink Ranger? Ah, okay. See, who was Tommy the Red Ranger or the Green? I forget, but that's who my brother liked a lot, was Tommy. Well, oh, that might just be sunfish or bluegill. Just gonna swipe again. Well, a turpentine is what, um, or like what how things are flavored in fruits and in different things, but it's also a reference to marijuana because the terps and like weed and stuff, turpentines, and so then they kinda terps can tickle your nose or throat. And then my name also starts with a T, so that's why I did terp ticklers because my name is Trenton, so it's just T's. That's how I came to that name. Green and white, so it was the Green Ranger then, okay. 'Cause my nephew's name is Thompson, so I'm pretty sure they named him that because or that's, like, one of the reasons. Can we get 9 more likes on the stream? Mainly largemouth, but I throw stuff that's small enough that some bluegill or crappie will hop on it. Whoa, you know what I just realized actually? Hold on. I've been an hour ahead on my schedule this whole time. I don't need to leave till 4:45 today. Either way, the stream's coming to is approaching 4 hours anyways, so maybe I'll probably have enough time then to cook something when I get home. I just realized that. I was thinking I needed to be home and in the shower by or no, I was thinking I needed to leave my house by 3:45 today because my movie's at 5:15, but I don't need to leave my house till 4:45. Oh, well. So I coulda cleaned my house this morning. God damn it. I skipped out on cleaning my house this morning because I was just like, "I'll just do it tomorrow." But that hour is, like, literally enough time for me to do my cleaning that I do every weekend. Oh, well. That just means I won't have a big of a dinner. Green Ranger and later on the white Tommy. 6? I didn't know that. I knew he was I knew he was 2 different rangers. I didn't know he was 6. Or actually that no, I can't. Never mind. I can't go by the dispensary because I was wanting to go by and get their morning discount, and it's past that already, so we'll just go tomorrow then, if they're open tomorrow. I hope they're open tomorrow. I don't think they'd be closed tomorrow. We skipped a spot I wanted to hit, I guess. I was just busy talking to you guys. Oklahoma. Stillwater to be exact. And all of the Power Rangers show Tommy was Green Ranger, White Ninja Ranger, Zeo Ranger, Red Turbo. I thought he was red at once. So it was the Turbo, okay, and then Black Dino Ranger? Ah, okay, okay, okay. Well, it was the original Tommy guy from the 1990s show and movies, the guy that died a few years ago. Oklahoma's pretty nice. Stillwater itself, unless if you're, like, a college student or someone retiring here, it kinda sucks here, to be honest with you. Oklahoma itself, though, is a nice state. I just would not I would move either to one of the bigger cities here, or I would move down into Lawton, because Lawton has, the wildlife refuge down there, or I would move up closer to the, east side of Oklahoma, so then I could fish the Ozarks then. It's just literally, if if you're not a sports fan, the only other things to do here in Stillwater is go outdoors or go to the movies. Everything else is just like fast food. Is the dead power lines? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, yeah, it does get cold. Gets pretty cold sometimes. All right, let's just keep it going. I feel like we're probably gonna have to get our last fish at the panfish pond, which is all right. I don't really care. All right, let's rotate on the map. Or let's go back to the spot I skipped. I didn't mean to skip it. Guys, 9 more likes. Come on. Yeah, here's the spot. I did just skip it. Guys, 8 more likes. Also consider subscribing if you haven't already, or becoming a member on the channel, or leaving a super chat or a gift. We had something hit top water there on it. Come back, sir. Or ma'am, whatever. Don't want to misgender the fish, you know. Oh, yeah, we just started getting a lot of rain the past month. We just actually today's the first day where it hasn't rained for, like, 3 or 4 days. And then, like, a couple weeks to a month ago, the lake got flooded. Honestly thought the lake was gonna be a little bit flooded today, but it guess guess we didn't get I guess we just got constant rain, and it wasn't as much as I thought we got. Just how long it was raining for, it seemed like the lake would have been flooded, but I guess not. It definitely got hit because I can tell that some of these grass beds are moved around a bit. So used to right here, I'd be able to bring it through without grabbing that much grass. Now I'm just grabbing a bunch of grass. Oh, that's why I'm not casting good. No, leave it alone. I'm trying to get this loose line out. There we go. Still a tiny bit loose line. Oh well. I don't know what Botrex is doing. I thought I disabled that like a year or so ago. I don't know why he's showing up. I need to go and to the like the actual website and remove it. Cause like some streams he'll show up and some streams he doesn't. I don't get. I thought I removed him because I use Streamlabs now instead of the Botrex. The original Black Power Ranger has 9 fingers. He's missing the middle finger on the left hand that filmed from angles where you didn't see it. Nice. What the heck? You know what? I'm just gonna hide Botrex. There. 'Cause I don't want him to confuse you guys. Because I don't use that. I don't use that bot in my chat anymore. I use a completely different website. One more cast here, and then we're gonna rotate on the map. What's up, Florida? How are you today? You lost in a fart and a whirlwind with all that? I'm mainly just talking to myself. Dang it, dude. They hit it so hard. I don't get how they don't get the hooks in their mouth. Actually, we're gonna make another cast. I can't end with that right here. All right, let's rotate on the map. Try to get our last fish stream here, man. I'm doing good, pretty good. We're having a pretty good day of fishing, and then I'm Gonna go see a movie here in a few hours. Having a pretty good weekend too after hanging out with my brother on his birthday Friday, then watched a pay-per-view yesterday with my brother. Now I'm on fishing today, going to a movie later. My 3rd movie of the week too. This week's been pretty good. It's officially summer, even though it's not technically like the season hasn't changed, but I found a Harry Potter one, guys. Expelliarmus, Avada Kedavra. This was my wand. Another fun pointless fact, there are currently 7 actors on the Power Rangers shows that have died. What the heck? Ah, that is a crazy fact, actually. Guys, can we get 7 more likes for 50 on the stream? This is gonna be probably our last spot before the panfish spawn, for the cheat code of the lake. I want to, but it's on HBO. I don't have HBO. I don't know if I necessarily wanna get it just for that either. Freaking, Spider Nor, however you say it, the Spider-Man series with Nick Cage is coming out next week. I will give that a shot, see if it's good or not. Think it should be. I mean, I like Nick Cage, like Spider-Man, and I like that it's on Amazon because I think that means that Nick Cage kinda had, like, or I'll just say this, you don't have Disney's little grubby hands on it. In color? Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch it in color too. It is cool they're offering it in black and white, but I'm probably still gonna watch it in color. Yeah, yeah, no worries, no worries. I'm 28. I don't care. As long as like, I don't care. You chatted before you said anything. Some people will come in and that's the first thing they'll say to me, or they'll try to be sarcastic with their first chat. I'm just like, why? No, you're good. You're good. I could tell you didn't mean that in a negative tone. Guys, 6 more likes. I don't know if we'll hit the goal today or not, honestly, because I'm about to just go to the panfish pond. I think the bites died down until later this evening. I like when people are shocked that there's fish in a body of water. I can understand, like, a local like, the business has a little fountain pond out in the front. I can understand being like, "Oh, that probably doesn't have any fish in it." But if you come to, like, something like this and you don't think there's fish in here, I wanna, like, question how you graduated school. Or, like, how are you functioning by yourself out here if you really think there's no fish in a body of water? 'Cause I've had several people out here, the way they're, like, surprised that there's, like, largemouth and different things in here. I'm like, what did you think was in here?" "Nothing." In the '70s. See, that's my thought t pro I didn't do that, but my thought process is like, why watch it in black and white? Alright, let's just go to the cheat code part of the lake. Actually, should we go to the parking lot and try a couple spots and then go there? Hmm, decisions. Because if we go to the parking lot, we're gonna pass it. It's not that far of a walk back to it. I just don't know what we'll catch from the parking lot. There's, like, only one spot I kinda wanna try, to be honest. We'll just stop by the panfish pond. Here's my bathtub. Yes, yes, yes. You can find both. Oh, man. That would be fun to live on a sailboat, though. I'm a little bit jealous of that. 'Cause I'm a single guy with a dog. So, like, that'd be pretty cool to live on a sailboat. Honestly, Melvin would probably like it too. There's always someone older. Alright, first cast at the cheat code part of the lake. I already see fish. Just immediately got destroyed, Jesus. Okay, I kinda messed that cast up, getting it all in these sleeves. Dang it. Yep, as long as I bring his futon, that is true, that is true. There we go. Last catch of the stream. Nice little colored up bluegill. Boom. Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, alrighty. Keychain fish. Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty. That's gonna do it for today's stream. I should be back on Tuesday. I'm not gonna stream tomorrow. Um, guys could drop a like and a sub. We just hit 1,200 subscribers. What else? I don't think I got anything else for you guys. We'll be talking about the Passenger movie on Tuesday. So I'm gonna go see that tonight. And yeah, the next 2 weeks, just look out for my live stream notifications. Again, I'm a little bit busy and whatnot, but I'm gonna try and get out here as much as I can for you guys. And then also, we're testing stuff with like stream lengths, and also look out for shorts that are completely new pieces of content that you won't see anywhere else other than in the shorts. So we're still testing out the stream length and everything. The shorts are definitely there to stay because the one I posted yesterday was the first one of like the testing of the shorts, and it's doing pretty well. So, but I don't think I got anything else for you guys other than thank you guys for the support and have a good rest of your day, Dan. Have a good rest of your day, Florida, Christopher. Have a good rest of your day, Crisp. Is anybody else talking right now? No. Have a good rest of your day to anybody else watching this and my mods. If you're watching this later on, have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good future. I'll see you guys in the next live stream, probably on Tuesday, as long as weather, health, and family allows me to. Goodbye.